Hello YouTube, today I'll show you my new super heavy samurai deck profile that I've built for post Banlist. I've incorporated the Zing strategy. So Denglong is pretty powerful and Wakaushi is a level 4 tuner, and we have a lot of level 1 samurai extenders. So if you opened the standard new combo, which you can find pretty much anywhere on YouTube. If you open Wakaushi, then you can do that, and if you open Wakaushi plus an extender, then you can also end on 9 Pillars of the Zings, which is out to many cards. It sends a trap card to your graveyard, which does inflict with some of your monsters because they don't need you to have any spell traps in the graveyard to activate their effect. Like for example, Wakaushi both effect will die if 9 pillars in the graveyard. But we do play just the one Zefraniu, one Divine Strike, and one 9 pillar, and also Danglong in the extra deck. So it's a small engine, and if you open some of them, like if you open the Zefraniu and you do have access to Wakaushi or Wagon, then you just add on a Zephyr Strike, because when it's Pendulum Summon, you get to search. But anyway, let's get to the deck profile for monsters. This is the new 1 card starter, so 3 Wakaushi, absolutely needed. 3 Bike, of course. Bike searches any samurai monster from your deck, and it's not really needed because you don't do the standard old line where you needed to send Bike to the graveyard to revive with XL Synchro to go to your Baron. So you do your Baron play later on the turn. So if you don't have XL Synchro, you can just go for Savage, but we'll talk about that in the extra deck segment. 3 Wagon. Of course, Wagon is 1 card starter. So yeah, but you need to utilize the Soulgaia as an extender to go for your rank 4 plays, but it still gets you there. So we play 3. Sadly, Piercer is no longer 1 card combo. You need to combine it with someone else because you normal summon it, and what you cannot link it away with any monsters right now. For that matter, we play 3 Soulgaias. So this combined with a super heavy monster can get you to places like, say, Wagon or Piercer. Soulgaia can get you to your Link plays or your Giant Geargan X. Next, 2 big Benkei. Of course, you need you play 2 because you need 1 in your deck to resolve Wakaushi. Then the honorary scale, because if you open with the Wagon combo, you will not be able to search Wakaushi twice. So you search this with box effect because it's 500 defense, and you complete your scales with Benkei and the level 8, the scale 8 samurai. Next, 1 Wagon, one scale, 2 Peacemakers. Of course, still need is an extender. 1 Stealthy and 1 Horn. Horn is just another extender. You just equip it from the hand to a samurai monster. Then it can special itself to the field. Just level 1, so pretty much Wakaushi plus this equals Danglong. Next, box Angler, of course. Now for box we play 2 targets because of the new Pendulum Samurai. And yeah, Tunneller, just to draw 2 is pretty nice. 1 Regulus, of course, you still search it with Sargas. You we still search it with Genius. So yeah, it's justifiable even if I bump it to 2, because it's really great. Next, one Zefraniu, one Divine Strike, and one 9 Pillars of the Yangzings. So pretty much there. Omni negates, counter traps, which your opponent cannot respond, of course. And let's say we just play the minimal package. So just the one Zefraniu. We don't want to send any monsters with Yazi to the graveyard. And also I'll do a combo segment in the same video at the end of the video. So yeah, Zefraniu, when it's Pendulum Summon or destroyed by card effect, you get to search a Zefra card. So in this case, the Divine Strike. So when we link off or we use Yazi for Denglong for Synchro Summoning, a Denglong effect in graveyard was special the Zefraniu. That will not trigger Zefraniu, but when Denglong was summoned, we will always search the 9 Pillars. And 9 Pillars needs a Yanzing card on the field to activate. So we'll leave the Zefraniu on field with the 9 Pillars. And then if we only negate something, our opponent, right? So 9 Pillars will shuffle the card back and will destroy a Yangzing. So we destroy Zefraniu, and that will trigger Zefraniu, adding the Zefra Strike for next turn, of course. Plus, with the Wagon combo, we don't end on the Baron. We end on the Chaofeng, which will lock our opponent for special summoning any light monsters. And also, when we pop the Chaofeng with the 9 Pillars, we get to add any of our tuner hand traps or Wakaushi for follow-up. Next, hand traps, of course, is early in the format, so we don't know what hand traps will be really impactful, but take this with a grain of salt, right? So let's say Nibiru expected to be really good, but going first, you don't want to break your own board, let's say. 3 Droll, 3 Ash, and 3 Veilers. So pretty much you have 11 spots. You can put your hand traps in depending on the format. It's early, so we don't know, but yeah, this was my choices. And then we go for the extra deck. Extra deck is 3 links, the obvious ones, right? Ancient Gear, Ballista, Genius, and Apollousa. This 2 you always put it back with the Tunneller, and Apollousa is still part of your end board, so that's pretty nice. Next, for XZs, Bagooska if you only have one play, Gear X if you open the Wagon combo, and then the Merrymaker, Sargas to search Regulus later on if you didn't go for Genius that turn, and then of course Zeus if you happen to go second. With this combo, that's it for XZs. Next, we have Synchros, Denglong. I don't know what Konami is thinking bringing this card back. This card is busted. I mean, on summon searches a Yangzing card, he can dump any worm monster, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Yangzing. That's just crazy. 3 really nice effect. Foolish Burial, special from deck, and search. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he will last long. He will get banned pretty much next ban list. 1 search will be, yeah, still good. Part of the combo is the Tilt Train Entertainment or something like that. Pretty much when you summon, you special summon a Pendulum monster, so you special Wakaushi back from your extra deck. 1 Savage. So we don't need the XL for the combo because we do Baron later on with the new combos. So by that time you will probably have the Ballista engrave because you went for Apollousa, and yeah, you can just attach Ballista to Savage and have 2 negates that way. But yeah, if you have Axel Synchro, you can still play Axel Synchro Baron. But yeah, I chose to play Savage. Of course, when Baron does everything, when Chaofeng, I explained it previously. So pretty much you'll always lock your opponent out of light monsters because Yazi is light. And also when it's destroyed, you get to add any tuner from the deck. So you can have the Antraps and follow up in Wakaushi. And we have the level 12 Samurai Monster, which I think is pretty good. I mean, by the time we have 9 pillars in the graveyard, we cannot activate the effect of Wakaushi, so because this banishes every spell and trap card in both players' graveyard, so you will get some effect backs, but you don't need it. You'll probably use it for some OTKs or burn damage, whatever comes first. And that's it for the deck profile. And as I said, I'll do the 2 combos with Wakaushi plus an extender. So okay, the first combo will be Wakaushi plus an extender or a way to get your extenders. So pretty much the bike to add horn or stealthy. So yeah, pretty much activate Wakaushi effect. Scale the Benkei. Special Wakaushi, then Benkei effect. We'll search the Peacemaker, the Piercer. We normal the Piercer. Take off. Synchro for the entertainment. So chain 1, chain 2, or chain 1, chain 2. They both hurt if they get Ashed or Veiler or whatever. Then we will add the Peacemaker, and this will special the Wakaushi back. Next, we are going to activate the Peacemaker, equipping it to Wakaushi, then Peacemaker effect, tribute itself, tribute the monster to special scales effect, will special the Piercer from the graveyard. Then we can go Piercer until the trainment to go for the Ballista. Then Ballista 1, Piercer 2. We'll search the scale to finish them up. So we'll search another Wakaushi, and then we'll go box, and then box effect to add, of course, the Tunneller. Now we can go link this to for Genius. Qliphort Genius. Then we activate the Wakaushi. And now we pendulum summon. So pendulum 1, 2, 3. We activate Genius effect, adding the Regulus. So by this point we are not protected by Nibiru, and Nibiru just fucks us up. So yeah, Nibiru is the new enemy of the deck. Then we'll activate Regulus effect, targeting Peacemaker. Sorry, I keep calling it Peacemaker, but it is the Piercer. Okay, so by this time, if they don't Nibiru, they don't have it, of course. So we'll go bike effect to search for one of our level 1 extenders. So it's better to search the horns just to get it out of the way. You activate horns to Wakaushi, go effect special, then synchro this too for Yazi. Tanglong effect to search for the 9 pillars. And yeah, this is why I say you don't need Axel Synchro. You can just replace him with this engine because Yazi is a 5 and Tunneller is a 5. So that will make our best friend Baron de Fleur. Then Yazi will trigger to special summon the Zefraniu. Zefraniu will have no effect by now, but we can go Baron, pop the Piercer. Effect of Piercer, search the Stealthy. Then we can special Stealthy and go for our trusty Apollousa 3 negates. And yeah, here we have, of course, we have draws with the Tunneller, so we banish Tunneller and shuffle back Scales, shuffle back Tilt Entertainment, Ballista, Genius. Duplicate 2 of these is not mandatory, but yeah, we can shuffle back the box also because the box can search us the new scale. So yeah, we can do something like this. It's not much thought putting into what about shuffling back. I'll just give it a good shuffle. And of course we have 3 other cards in hand, so we draw 2. We set 1, the 9 pillar, and we pass turn with 5 cards in hand. Pretty much negation and shuffle back into the deck. Omni negation, 3 monster effects, and follow up with Zefraniu. When it's popped, we'll search the Divine Strike, which you might have for next turn. That's it for the first combo.